Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, where we uncover the hidden luxuries of the world's biggest icons. And today, we are buckling up for a ride that is quite literally faster than the speed of sound. Imagine this for a second. 7 young men who started from a cramped dorm room, sharing bunk beds, eating convenience store ramen, and worrying if they would even debut, are now standing at the absolute pinnacle of the global music industry. We are talking about BTS, the Bangtan boys, the kings of K-pop who didn't just break the glass ceiling. They shattered it into a billion glittering pieces. But today, we aren't talking about their chart-topping hits, their sold-out stadium tours, or their polished dance moves. No, today we are shifting gears, pun intended, to look at what happens when the stage lights go dim, the screaming fans fade into the distance, and these global superstars step into their private lives. What do you buy when you have the world at your feet and a black card with no limit in your pocket? You buy speed. You buy luxury. You buy engineering masterpieces that scream success without saying a single word. We are diving deep into the highly guarded, often secretive garages of the BTS members to uncover a collection of supercars that is as diverse, dynamic, and spectacular as their discography. Have you ever wondered what kind of machine matches the fiery energy of the golden matinee, Jungkook? Or what kind of elegant, understated beast suits the artistic soul of V? Does the leader, even drive? Or does he prefer the backseat of a limousine? And who, among these 7 multi-millionaires, holds the keys to the single most expensive, jaw-droppingly rare hypercar that costs more than a luxury apartment in Gangnam? This isn't just a list of cars. This is a psychological profile of taste, power, and the rewards of blood, sweat, and tears. We are going to explore German engineering that defies physics, Italian designs that look like moving art, and rare imports that you probably didn't even know existed in Korea. These aren't just vehicles. They are the iron chariots of modern-day royalty. From the sleek curves of a Porsche that hugs the corners of Seoul's highways, to the aggressive roar of a Lamborghini that announces its arrival blocks away, every car on this list tells a story of a boy who became a king. But here's a big question that will keep you guessing until the very end. In a group known for their humility and charity, who secretly indulges in the most exorbitant automotive luxury? Is it the member you expect, the one known for his flash and style? Or is it the quiet one, the dark horse who hides a multi-million-dollar beast behind closed garage doors? We have dug through interviews, fan sightings, blurred vlogs, and exclusive reports to piece together this definitive puzzle of horsepower and high fashion. Prepare your eyes and your ears, because we are about to take a tour through an automotive gallery worth millions of dollars. The engines are warm, the tires are fresh, and the truth is parked right in front of us. Are you ready to find out who sits on the throne of the ultimate car collection? Fasten your seatbelts, keep your hands inside the vehicle, and don't blink, because this ride starts right now. Number 10, the elegant Korean beast, the Genesis GV80 owned by V, a masterpiece of domestic luxury. We are kicking off our countdown with a story that perfectly blends patriotism, spontaneous decisions, and absolute class, centering on none other than the visual god of K-pop, Kim Taehyung, also known as V. Now, you might expect a global superstar with Gucci in his closet and Cartier on his wrist to immediate tell. Why jump for a Ferrari or a McLaren? But number 10 on our list tells a different, more nuanced story about taste and appreciation for craftsmanship. We are talking about the Genesis GV80, a luxury SUV that has been dubbed the Bentley of Korea. And the way V reportedly acquired this car is a stuff of legend. It all goes back to a specific episode of their variety show, Run BTS, where the members were filming content involving these specific vehicles. Most people would just do the job, smile for the camera, and go home. But not V. He fell so deeply in love with the sheer comfort, the intricate interior design, and the smooth handling of the GV80 that, rumor has it, the moment the camera stopped rolling, he didn't just walk away, he bought one. Can you imagine liking a prop on a movie set so much you just decide to take it home? But that prop costs upwards of $60,000 to $70,000? That is the definition of young and rich flex. But let's dig deeper into why this car fits V's personality so perfectly. Taehyung is known for his love of classic jazz, vintage aesthetics, and a slower, more romantic pace of life. He's a guy who listens to vinyl records and plays the trumpet. The Genesis GV80 is the automotive equivalent of a well-tailored suit. It's not screaming for attention with neon colors or deafening exhaust notes, but it commands respect with its athletic elegance design language. We are talking about a crest grille that looks like a shield of nobility, quad lamps that pierce through the Seoul night like the eyes of a predator, and an interior that is essentially a first-class lounge on wheels, draped in quilted Napa leather and railway trim. That probably feels smoother than the skin of a newborn baby. Under the hood, this beast isn't just about looks. It packs a 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 engine capable of producing 375 horsepower, meaning if V ever needs to escape a horde of paparazzi, or just wants to feel the wind in his hair, while driving along the Han River at sunset, this machine can launch from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just about 5.5 seconds. It is substantial, it is safe, and it represents the pinnacle of South Korean automotive engineering, much like how BTS represents the pinnacle of South Korean culture. Driving a Genesis GV80 isn't just about transportation. It's a statement of national pride wrapped in world-class luxury. It reflects a groundedness in V's character. Despite having the wealth to import the most exotic hypercars from Italy or France, he chose something that represents his roots, yet refuses to compromise on quality. It's a car that says, "I have arrived," without having to shout it. Furthermore, the GV80 is packed with cutting-edge technology, including an active noise control system that cancels out road noise, creating a sanctuary of silence perfect for a musician who spends his life amidst the deafening screams of sold-out stadiums. Imagine V sitting in that driver's seat, jazz music playing softly through the Lexicon premium audio system, the heated steering wheel warm against his hands, isolated from the chaos of the world in his private bubble of luxury. This choice sets the tone for our list because it proves that for BTS, expensive doesn't always mean the flashiest. Sometimes, the most valuable ride is the one that offers peace, comfort, and a touch of home, making the Genesis GV80 a worthy contender at number 10, bridging the gap between a humble heart and a high-end lifestyle. Number 9, the speedster of Bizon, the Porsche Panamera GTS rumored to be driven by Jimin. A blend of agility and grace. Moving up the ladder of luxury, we shift gears from the sturdy elegance of an SUV to the aerodynamic poetry of German engineering, focusing on the member who moves with the fluidity of water and the sharpness of a knife. Park Jimin. Number 9 introduces us to the Porsche Panamera GTS, a vehicle that has long been whispered in the dark corners of the fandom, and verified by eagle-eyed observers as a machine that perfectly encapsulates Jimin's dual duality. Soft and elegant on the outside, but fierce and powerful when the engine starts roaring. The Porsche Panamera is not your average sports car. It is a controversial yet brilliant fusion of a sedan's practicality and a race car's soul. Much like how Jimin balances his contemporary dance background with powerful hip-hop moves. Why the Panamera GTS? Let's break down the specs that make this car a multi-million-dollar dream. We are looking at a price tag that easily floats around the $130, $0 to $150,000 mark depending on customizations, and knowing BTS, they don't drive stock models. The GTS, or Gran Turismo Sport, is powered by a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 engine that spits out a massive 473 horsepower. Just think about that power for a second. This car can rocket from a standstill to 60 miles per hour in a blistering 3.7 seconds. That is faster than you can say Jimin see. It's a car designed for the driver who wants to feel every curve of the road, featuring Porsche's legendary adaptive air suspension that lowers the car's center of gravity, hugging the asphalt like a second skin. For Jimin, who is a perfectionist in his performance, demanding absolute control over his body, it makes perfect sense that he would choose a car that offers absolute control over the road. The design of the Panamera is unmistakably Porsche. The sloping roofline, the muscular rear fenders, and the iconic LED light strip connecting the taillights. It's a visual masterpiece that looks fast, even when it's parked. But there is an emotional layer here too. For a boy from Bizon who grew up dreaming of the stage, owning a Porsche is a universal symbol of having made it. It's a quintessential success car. It's not as loud or aggressive as a Lamborghini, maintaining a level of sophistication and class that fits Jimin's Prince image. Yet it commands undeniable authority. Inside, the Panamera is a cockpit of the future, with the Porsche Advanced Cockpit offering a seamless blend of analog tachometers and high-resolution digital displays, surrounding the driver in a mix of Alcantara and leather. It's intimate, sporty, and incredibly luxurious. Imagine Jimin driving this through the neon-lit streets of Gangnam after a grueling dance practice. The car isn't just a mode of transport, it's a release. The roar of the V8 engine provides a different kind of music, a mechanical symphony that clears the mind. Moreover, the Panamera is known for being a daily driver supercar, meaning it's comfortable enough to drive to the high building every day, but wild enough to tear up a track on the weekend. This practicality mixed with high-performance mirrors Jimin's own work ethic, reliable, consistent, but capable of explosive energy at a moment's notice. The rumors of him owning this car surfaced when fans spotted him exiting a vehicle with a distinct Porsche silhouette, and it sent the internet into a meltdown because it was such a sexy choice. It wasn't a chauffeur-driven limo, it was a driver's car. It showed that Jimin enjoys the thrill of the drive, the connection between man and machine. While other idols might opt for flashy colors, the Panamera GTS usually comes in sleek blacks, whites, or chalk grays, maintaining a low profile while hiding a monster under the hood. Number 8. The Sunshine Speed Demon. The Porsche 911 Carrera driven by J-Hope, a timeless icon for a dancing legend. If number 9 was about elegant fluidity, number 8 is about pure, unadulterated energy and rhythm. Much like the man behind the wheel Jungkook, our eternal sunshine, J-Hope, you might think J-Hope, with his bright smile and colorful fashion, would drive something loud like a yellow convertible, but his choice of wheels reveals a serious, pure side to his personality that commands immense respect from car enthusiasts worldwide. We are talking about the Porsche 911 Carrera, the undisputed king of sports cars, a vehicle that has defined the genre for over 50 years. This isn't just a car, it's a piece of history, and owning one places J-Hope in a league of connoisseurs who value heritage over hype. While the price tag hovers around the $100,000 to $120,000 range, do not let that fool you. The 911 is legendary for holding its value, sometimes even appreciating, making it one of the smartest investments in the automotive world. Does that sound like our financially savvy hobby, or what? Under the rear hood lies a twin-turbo flat-six engine that produces a distinct, raspy Porsche howl sound that likely rivals the bass drops in McDrop. This car is all about precision, agility, and responsiveness. Think about J-Hope's dance style, sharp, detailed, and technically flawless. The 911 is a mechanical embodiment of that. It doesn't just drive, it dances on the tarmac. It snaps into corners with zero hesitation and accelerates with a punch that pins you to the seat, hitting 0 to 60 miles per hour in roughly 4 seconds. The interior is strictly business-focused, driver-centric, and devoid of unnecessary distractions, allowing J-Hope to focus entirely on the connection between his hands and the road. There is something poetic about J-Hope, the member who provides a steady beat and energy for the group, driving a car known for its reliability and everyday usability despite being a track monster. He has been spotted with this beauty in a classic silver or white finish, further proving that he doesn't need a look-at-me color to turn heads. The silhouette of the 911 does all the talking. It's a vehicle that suggests he loves the thrill of driving for himself, not for the audience. It is fast, it is iconic, and it is undeniably cool, cementing J-Hope's status not just as a dance leader, but as a tastemaker with impeccable judgment. In the world of supercars, trends come and go, but the Porsche 911 and J-Hope's legacy is forever. Number 7. The Intellectual's Ghost, the Audi RS rumored to belong to him. The mystery of the leader finally solved. We have arrived at the most mysterious entry on our list, a spot reserved for the leader who, for over a decade, famously didn't even have a driver's license. Yes, we are talking about Kim Namjoon, the genius with an IQ of 148 who could write chart-topping lyrics, but couldn't legally drive a car. Until recently. This entry is a blend of long-standing rumors and breaking news that shook the fandom in late 2025. For years, the internet whispered about him owning an Audi RS, a high-performance variant of the German luxury brand, priced somewhere around $80,000. It seemed like a paradox owning a beastly machine, but leaving it parked? Or was he being chauffeured in his own race car? The Audi RS line is known for being the thinking man's supercar, understated design on the outside, but absolutely ferocious performance on the inside. Powered by V6 or V8 engines that can embarrass Ferraris at a stoplight, it fits our M's personality to a T. Modest, intellectual, but incredibly powerful when it counts. But here's where the story gets spicy. In late 2025, Rim finally broke the internet by revealing he obtained his driver's license, overcoming a long-held personal hesitation. This recontextualizes the entire rumor of the Audi RS. Was it a car he bought as motivation? Or is he now finally shopping for a ride that matches his status? If the Audi RS rumors are true, Rim chose a vehicle that values technology and safety. Quattro all-wheel drive over reckless speed, a car that grips the road through rain and snow, ensuring the safety of the precious cargo inside. The interior of an Audi is like a modern art museum, minimalist, digital, and sophisticated. A perfect space for Rim to listen to his philosophical podcasts or brainstorm the next album concept while cruising through Hanamdong. While other members might go for the flash of Italian leather, our M's choice of German precision hints at a desire for logic, efficiency, and substance. It's not the most expensive car on this list, but it is arguably the most intriguing because it represents a personal milestone for the leader. It's the car of a man who has conquered the world and is now conquering the road, one careful turn at a time. Number 7 isn't just about horsepower. It's about the power of growth, proving that it's never too late to take the wheel of your own destiny. Number 6, the plot twist of the century, the Hyundai Palisade owned by Suga. A lesson in humble luxury. Just when you thought this list was going to be a non-stop parade of Italian leather and German engines, we are hitting the brakes for a plot twist that only Min Yoongi could pull off. Coming in at number 6 is a Hyundai Palisade. A car that has left car enthusiasts and fans alike scratching their heads in confusion and admiration. Why? Because Suga, a man whose net worth is estimated to be in the tens of millions, a man who raps about big house, big cars, and big rings, reportedly drives a family SUV that costs around $50,000. This isn't just a car choice. It is a massive flex of humility. While his peers are competing for the flashiest ride, Suga is cruising in a vehicle known for its practicality, reliability, and spaciousness. But don't get it twisted, the Palisade Calligraphy Edition is no slouch. It's the flagship SUV of Hyundai, often called the king of Korean SUVs. It features a 3.8-liter V6 engine, quilted Napa leather seats that look like they belong in a private jet, and a suede headliner that screams understated class. It fits Suga's Min PD persona perfectly. He's a producer, the man behind the scenes, the one who carries the team. He doesn't need a two-seater sports car. He needs a mobile studio, a sanctuary where he can think, nap, and maybe haul equipment without worrying about scratching a carbon fiber bumper. There is something incredibly attractive about a billionaire who could buy a dealership, but chooses a car that a successful dad would drive to soccer practice. It grounds him. It tells us that despite the Grammys, the stadium tours, and the global fame, he is still the boy from Daegu who values function over form. The Palisade is dark, sleek, and imposing in black, much like Suga himself on stage. It's a vehicle that allows him to blend into Seoul traffic, invisible to the prying eyes of paparazzi looking for Ferraris. In a world of loud noises and flashy colors, Suga's choice whispers, "I know who I am, and I don't need to prove it to anyone." It's the ultimate quiet luxury move, earning its spot on our list not for its price tag, but for the sheer swag of the man driving it. Number 5, the futuristic Batmobile. The BMW i8 rumored to be in Jin's collection. A sci-fi dream come true. We are jumping back into the fast lane with number 5, and we are returning to the garage of the oldest member, Kim Seokjin, who is slowly revealing himself to be the true car czar of BTS. Before he went full Italian supercar, rumors swirled heavily that Jin was the proud owner of a BMW i8, a car that looks less like a vehicle and more like a spaceship that crash-landed from the year 2050. Priced around $150,000 when new, the i8 is a plug-in hybrid sports car that features those iconic butterfly doors, the ones that swing up and make you look like a superhero every time you step out. Can you imagine worldwide handsome exiting a car with doors that open like wings? It is a match made in visual heaven. The i8 is powered by a 1.5-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine paired with an electric motor, a combination that might sound small but delivers a total of 369 horsepower and enough torque to snap your neck. It's silent, it's deadly, and it's eco-friendly, a perfect nod to the future. The design of this car is absolutely radical, with floating rooflines and aerodynamic channels that direct air through the body of the car itself. It fits Jin's playful yet sophisticated personality. It's a car that demands attention without being aggressive. It's quirky, unique, and technologically advanced, much like Jin's own ability to balance being the funny math young and a deeply sentimental vocalist. While the i8 has since been discontinued by BMW to make way for new models, it remains a collector's item, a piece of automotive art that defied convention. If Jin indeed owns this, it shows he appreciates innovation and isn't afraid to drive something that looks completely different from everything else on the road. It's the epiphany of sports cars, beautiful, singular, and unforgettable. Number 4, the unstoppable tank, the Mercedes-AMG G63 owned by Jungkook, the symbol of raw power. At number 4, we unleash the beast. We are talking about the car that became almost as famous as its owner, the Mercedes-AMG G63, affectionately known as the G-Wagon, belonging to the golden magnate, Jungkook. This isn't just a car. It is a military-grade fortress wrapped in luxury. Jungkook's G-Wagon, specifically the Edition 1, is a rare breed that costs upwards of $200,000, but its value skyrocketed into the stratosphere because of its history. This is the car Jungkook reportedly drove for several years, the car that saw him grow from a boy into a global icon. The G-Wagon is legendary for its boxy, anti-aerodynamic shape. It basically punches a hole through the wind. Powered by a handcrafted 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 engine, it produces 577 horsepower and sounds like a thunderstorm rolling in. It is loud, brash, and unapologetically masculine, fitting perfectly with Jungkook's obsession with boxing, working out, and pushing his physical limits. The G stands for Geländewagen cross-country vehicle, meaning this thing can climb mountains, but Jungkook likely used it to dominate the concrete jungle of Seoul. The interior is a stark contrast to the rugged exterior, filled with ambient lighting, massive digital screens, and diamond-stitched leather. But the story of this car gets even crazier. In late 2022, this specific vehicle was put up for auction on a rare art website, and it sold for a staggering 1.2 billion Korean won, approx. 900,000 United States dollars. Why? Because it was Jungkook's car. The buyer wasn't just paying for the German engineering. They were paying for the seat Jungkook sat in, the steering wheel he held, the very aura of the golden magnate infused into the metal. This makes it historically one of the most expensive celebrity memorabilia car sales in K-pop history. Even though he has parted ways with it, the image of Jungkook stepping out of this matte black tank, wearing his bucket hat and oversized combat boots, is forever etched in army history. It was the perfect match of man and machine, both powerful, both unstoppable, and both dominating their respective fields. Number 3. The Great White Shark, the Mercedes-AMG GT 63S owned by Jungkook, a high-speed upgrade. We are entering the top 3, and the stakes are getting higher, faster, and much more expensive. At number 3, we return to the adrenaline junkie of the group, Jungkook, who proved that one super SUV was simply not enough. After parting ways with his legendary G-Wagon, reports surfaced that the golden magnate upgraded to something even more ferocious, something that looks less like a tank and more like a predator, the Mercedes-AMG GT 63S. This isn't just a car, it's a 4-door land missile, priced around the $180,000 to $200,000 mark. This beast is often called the Great White Shark of luxury sedans because of its aggressive, shark-nosed grille and sleek, muscular lines. While the G-Wagon was about brute force, the GT63S is about domination on the track. Under the hood lies a hand-built 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 engine that unleashes a mind-boggling 630 horsepower. We are talking 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.1 seconds. That is faster than a falling star. Imagine Jungkook with his love for speed and thrill, gripping the Alcantara steering wheel as this machine pins him to the seat with G-force, comparable to a roller coaster. The interior is a futuristic cockpit of black Napa leather and yellow stitching, perfectly matching his butter era vibes. It's a car that demands a driver with quick reflexes and a fearless heart, which is exactly why it suits JK. He has been spotted posting photos that hint at this ride, and it perfectly symbolizes his evolution as an artist: sleeker, faster, more mature, and undeniably world-class. It's the ultimate pop star vehicle, flashy enough to turn heads, but fast enough to leave everyone else in the dust. Number 2, the Italian stallion, the Ferrari 488 Spider, rumored to be V's secret weapon, a masterpiece of art and sound. At number 2, we have a car that is as beautiful as a man who is rumored to drive it. We are circling back to Kim Taehyung, V? Because one car on this list just wasn't enough to capture his diverse taste. While the Genesis GV80 or number 10 is his sensible daily ride, persistent rumors and industry whispers suggest that V also holds the keys to a Ferrari 488 Spider, a convertible supercar that screams Italian luxury. We are jumping into the $300,000 price bracket now. Ladies and gentlemen, this car is pure art on wheels. If V is a living masterpiece, the Ferrari 488 is his frame. Powered by a 3.9-liter twin-turbo V8 engine that won Engine of the Year multiple times, it produces a symphony of exhaust notes that would make any musician weep with joy. It's loud, it's dramatic, and with the roof down. It's the perfect vehicle for a man who lives his life in the spotlight. Why does this fit V so well? Because V is a Gucci boy. He loves high fashion, bold aesthetics, and things that are unique. A Ferrari isn't just a car. It's a status symbol of the elite, a blend of aggressive racing heritage and unmatched elegance. The curves of the 488 are sculpted by the wind, much like V's sculptures of visuals. Rumor has it he bought this to enjoy the sheer thrill of driving a true supercar, a machine that is temperamental and passionate. Whether it's red, black, or a custom color, V behind the wheel of a Ferrari is a concept that is almost too dangerous for our hearts to handle. It earns the runner-up spot because it represents the transition from luxury to exotic, a realm where price tags become phone numbers and cars become legends. Number 1, the king of the road, the Lamborghini Aventador S owned by Jin, the ultimate $500,000 flex. And here we are at the summit, the peak, the number 1 spot. Who drives the most expensive, most outrageous, and most powerful ride in all of BTS? It is none other than the oldest member, the worldwide handsome Kim Seok-jin. Surprised? You shouldn't be. Jin has secretly been the biggest car enthusiast of the group for years, and his crown jewel is a Lamborghini Aventador S in a stunning, custom royal blue. This isn't just a car. It is a spaceship that happens to have wheels. With a price tag that starts at a heart-stopping $520,000 and can easily climb to over $600. Zero with options, this vehicle costs more than most people will earn in a decade. The Aventador S is the apex predator of the supercar world, featuring the iconic V12 engine, a dying breed in the automotive industry. It produces a terrifying 730 horsepower and screams with a high-pitched wail that can be heard from miles away. It features the legendary scissor doors that open upwards, ensuring that every time Jin steps out, it is a main character moment. Why does the mom of the group have the wildest car? Because Jin is a man of taste who works hard and plays harder. He bought this car famously around 2019, reportedly paying for it in cash. Talk about a mic drop move. The royal blue color is elegant yet flashy, much like Jin's personality, polite and sweet on the outside, but powerful and confident on the inside. This car is wide, low, and impractical for anything other than looking rich and going fast. And that is exactly why it is number one. It is the ultimate indulgence. It is a physical manifestation of BTS's journey from passing out flyers on the street to owning the world. When Jin drives this Lamborghini through the streets of Seoul, he isn't just driving a car. He is piloting a $500,000 trophy that says, "We made it, ladies and gentlemen." The king of visuals drives the king of cars, the Lamborghini Aventador S. Asterisk, 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 and there you have it, army. From practical SUVs that keep them grounded to roaring Italian beasts that prove they are on top of the world, the BTS car collection is as legendary as the members themselves. Which ride was your favorite? Are you Team Practical Suga or Team Supercar Jin? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the luxury lives of your favorite idols. Until next time, drive safe and keep dreaming big. Annyeong.